everybody and welcome back. We are here to do a review of 2024 and see what my goals are now for 2025. I did this video last year and I really enjoyed it. Lots of people quite liked seeing what my plans are moving forward, so I thought I would do this video again. First of all, I can't believe 2024 has come to an end. This has been a very busy year though, so I'm kind of glad that it is coming to an end and we are moving forward to 2025. So let's start by reviewing what's been going on this past year. So first of all, I have moved again. I feel like we had this conversation last time in the last video, which we did. However, that move, we moved across the country. This time we've just moved 10 minutes down the road. So it wasn't quite as big of a move, but still the usual stresses that you have with moving, especially here in the UK. The process seems to take so much longer than anywhere else in the world. But we finally moved in September and now we're all settled. I have a bigger craft room than what I had in my previous house, so that's obviously a bonus and you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek now, but there will be a full craft room tour coming soon in the next few weeks. Something I am really excited and really chuffed about are the amount of sales that I've had in my Etsy shop this year. I've had 723 orders, which for me is really, really amazing. I know there are shops that do way more than that, but for me, that is an incredible amount. So thank you so much to everybody that has been making those purchases, leaving reviews, working with the kits, posting what you make. It's absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. I also want to give a shout out to my design team because they have been working with these kits all year as well and have equally been doing such an amazing job. I always enjoy seeing their creations. They're all very different in their styles and their techniques, and that's what makes it even more exciting to see what they come up with. So thank you so much to Diane, Pirio, Sandra, Sophie, Kim, Tamara, and Elizabeth was on my design team up until recently, but still a massive thank you, Elizabeth, for all that you did while you were on my team. Another thing that I am really excited and chuffed about are the number of subscribers that I've had to my YouTube channel. Last year when I recorded this, I had, I think about 100 people to go, or around that amount, to get to 4,000. When I was recording this video and I checked my YouTube channel, I had 7,911 subscribers. So it's around 4,000 new subscribers since last year. So that is absolutely amazing. So again, thank you so much. If you are a new subscriber, an old subscriber, just thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. I always reply to every single comment that is left on my videos. So thank you so much to everybody that is watching. I also want to thank all of the members of my Facebook group. That was one thing that I started this year. So in January, to help host my challenges and things that I was doing and the releases of my kits, and so my design team had somewhere to post, I started a Facebook group and I could not believe how quickly that blew up. I would say up until August, I was getting around 1,000 members every single month consistently. And I'm currently, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. I'm currently up to 9.4 thousand members in my Facebook group, which is absolutely incredible. I'm so blown away considering, like I said, I started it in January. It's not even been going for a year and I've already hit that milestone. I think that's absolutely amazing. And if you are not part of the Facebook group, I absolutely suggest you go over there because it's called Non-Stop Papercrafts. It's not just journal making. There are people making cards. There are people who have art journals or art books. Other people use their Cricut or cutting machines and create all sorts of wonderful things. So there's so much to see in the Facebook group. So absolutely go and head on over. Make sure that you answer the membership questions when you join up, and you have to agree to the rules. That's something that a lot of people forget. They, type a lovely message of all the different things that they do, but then they forget to tick that they agree to the rules, and that is a must to be able to join the group. But I absolutely recommend that you head on over there. Another page that is doing really well is my Ko-fi page. So I set that up just so I had somewhere to put my freebies, because at the time I didn't have my Facebook group, and because not everybody uses Facebook, I have a Ko-fi page. I have over 2,000 followers, so people that regularly follow me. You often get messages if you are a follower of the Ko-fi page, so you'll get an email when something new goes into my shop or a new post is made. I also want to say a massive thank you to anyone and everyone that has made a donation via Ko-fi, so bought me a coffee. Some people actually set up a regular payment, so each month I get an amount. It's just so wonderful the amount of support that we get in this community, and again, I really thank you if you are supporting me on Ko-fi. So another thing that I've had the pleasure of doing this year is being part of a range of different collaborations. So the most recent ones I've been part of is Terry's Crafty Christmas. Terry collaborated with Natalie from Line.Arrow. She created a couple of kits for Terry and the other collaborators to use and play around with. That went on throughout the month of December. In November, I did 2 collaborations, Rach and Bella's Christmas Craft Off. Again, a whole host of wonderful creatives involved in that. And also Sugar Plum Stories, which was a collaboration between Elizabeth from Petals and Parchment and Rose from Wild Rose Bohemians. Again, lots of amazing creations created throughout that collaboration. And it's, as I say, always such an honour to be invited to those sorts of events. Apart from those collaborations, I've also had the collaborations that I have been doing with Natalie from Line.Arrow. Some of you may be familiar with Natalie. I've been on her design team for 3.5 years, just over I think now. She is such an incredible designer, so it's always such an honour to be able to work with her. Well, I think that's everything for 2024. As I say, it's been such an amazing, incredible year, and I really hope that this momentum keeps going throughout 2025 as well. So speaking of that, let's go through my plans for 2025. So as I mentioned, I have been on Natalie from Line.Arrow's design team for about 3.5 years. It was an incredibly difficult decision to make, but unfortunately for 2025, I am no longer going to be on Natalie's team. I think with everything that I've got going on, I do also work full-time as well. Obviously, I've got a family. I'm just finding it difficult to juggle everything. And I obviously want to give her kits the best of my ability, and I just don't think that's going to happen moving forward into 2025 with the plans that I have. So it is with massive sadness that I will be leaving Natalie's design team for 2025. The good news is though, we will still be holding collaborations. We've actually got one coming up in January. So on January the 3rd, I believe it is, it's a Friday, our collaboration kit will be coming out. So all the information will be in the reveal video for that. And of course, there'll be the usual weekly challenges and freebies and things that go along with it. So stay tuned for that one. Now, currently I release 1 kit a month for my design team to play around with. I will keep doing that. So at the beginning of each month, there'll be a new kit release and a new set of challenges and freebies and things to go along with that. What I've also decided though is that I'm going to have some kind of mini kit or an ephemera kit, that kind of a thing, which I'll release in the middle of the month. But they will be smaller packages, so it may just be sort of 6 pages of labels or some different background pages. Lots of people seem to be buying my lace background page. That seems to be quite popular in my shop, so I'll probably do a few sort of background pages like that. Or some fussy cuts, things that you can add to journals, but they won't be a full kit. It will just be something that can go alongside any other journal. So I hope to do those, like I say, around the middle of each month, just so it's not an overwhelm at the beginning of each month to have loads of things suddenly appearing in my shop. Another small change that I'm going to be making in 2025 is I'm going to start listing all of my kits on my Ko-fi shop. I'm doing this because I'm a little bit wary of Etsy at the moment. I've seen far too many videos or heard lots of stories of different crafters who have had their shop completely removed without any real reason. You can never get hold of anybody on Etsy. Their customer service is absolutely shocking. I have made the decision to also put them on my Ko-fi shop. I will still advertise them on Etsy. They will still be listed there, but I will also have them on Ko-fi. Not that I've ever had any problems with Etsy. I shop on Etsy myself, but it just worries me that should the worst happen, if they did take down a listing or my whole shop and closed it, I don't want to lose everything. So I'm having it on my Ko-fi as well. Plus, with all the fees that you get on Etsy, I'm seeing less and less of a return on what you actually buy. So having them on Ko-fi will hopefully be a little bit better for me. I do also plan to use my Ko-fi a little bit more in the new year. I'm finding that Instagram, the algorithm, for whatever reason, just doesn't put my stuff out there to anyone unless I do a reel. That seems to be the only time people kind of get eyes on my content. So towards the end of 2024, I've kind of given up using Instagram. So I'm going to start posting more often on Ko-fi. So if you want to see any pictures of what I'm up to or any videos or links or whatever, they will all be on Ko-fi. That's where I'm going to kind of focus that. I mean, obviously I'll be using my Facebook group as well, and then obviously I'll have this channel. But just for kind of general showing of things that I'm up to, but for just general things that I am sharing, I will be doing that now on Ko-fi. So with my YouTube channel and Facebook group, obviously I want to keep the growth going on those. I think really they've been successful this year, mostly because of the challenges that I have been running. The Altered Index 2024 has really been successful. Lots of people jumping on board with that, which is absolutely fantastic. There will of course be an Altered Index 2025, but it won't be happening on a Tuesday. So I am going to try and be more consistent and have 3 videos running per week. And my aim is that my Tuesdays are no longer going to be the challenge days. That is going to be my days where I'm sharing a craft that I'm working on, whether that's a journal, a greeting card, an album, whatever. I might also use that day to share any hauls or supplies that I've recently got. As you know, I often do collaborations with different companies such as Grabby and Papercrafts and Globeland, so that would be the day where I share those kind of products. Then Thursdays will become my new Altered Index 2025 challenge. Very excited for that. It is going to be working slightly differently this year. I'm going to be focusing more on mixed media. There is a prompt list on my Ko-fi shop, so go and download that if you are interested in joining in and you want the prompt list ahead of time. I've also put a little bit of information about how it's going to work and some extra sort of tips if you're new to mixed media down at the bottom of the sheet, but that's on my Ko-fi shop if you want that. The first video will be out on Thursday the 2nd of January. And the final video will be my weekly challenge related to the kit, so where I hand out freebies and the challenge of that week. Now, if it's for me and my kits, then it will probably be a Sunday that it's released, but when I do collaborations with Natalie, they tend to be released on a Saturday, but you know it will be at the weekend. That's when that third video will be released. All of those challenges will be posted in my Facebook group, so it will be awesome to see your posts over there. As I said before, there are so many inspiring creatives in the group, so if you are not part of the group, find the link down below and come over and join. And the last thing, of course, is the podcast. I did mention this last year. This has been a target of mine for so long. I did record my intro and first episode. I even sent a little sneak peek over to my sister who listened to it, and I think I did that in the summer. It was so long ago. But I don't know what it is. I'm just so nervous. But I did a podcast challenge, and basically the message was, well, just go for it. It doesn't matter whether the sound's right or the content's absolutely perfect. Just release it into the world, and then things will just progress from there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm planning to have my first episode out in the second week of January. I'm just trying to finish off the graphic that's going to go on the site. I will also have it on YouTube because I think YouTube now has a section for podcasts, so it will be on there as well if that's easier for you. but it will be available in all the usual places like Spotify, Apple iPlayer, all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of where we are for 2025. I am super excited. There is so much to look forward to, and I hope that you're all going to be here on that journey with me. I think I'm most excited about the Altered Index Challenge. As I said, it was such a hit in 2024, and the fact that I'm kind of changing up a little bit to do more mixed media, which I absolutely love. Absolutely not an expert. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I do love doing mixed media. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. Well, that's all from me for now. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I wish you all a very happy new year, and I'll see you all in 2025 for all the exciting things that are to come. Bye for now.